Alright, well here I'm picking up a 2023 Kia Seltos. And it's got no key, so it's just a paperweight. Let's see how it looks. This is in Sequim. I got the truck back from the shop yesterday. And I mean, it feels like it's at 100%, but according to them, it is not at 100%. And they didn't recommend driving it at all, but pretty much gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna clean out some parts here this weekend, and hopefully that will remedy, or at least prevent, you know, possible. Oh, there's a Cybertruck in here too. And there's the Seltos right there. It's the white one. Yeah. That should be good. I'll try to get my pictures in. Yeah.
Hey buddy, I have to get out of here. Are you all good?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool. That is the right one. That's the one we got.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, man, badass.
Makes sense.
I know, right?
They always are.
Hey bud, don't say it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Seltos is another one that's always really trashed whenever there's an accident. Jeez.
I need this.
Oh yeah. I forgot you had it. Thanks.
Am I good to get out of here? Or do you need to wait?
Man, what a mess. That rear end is toast. I would not want to get hit that hard in the back. If I'm remembering right, don't the front airbags also go off if you're hitting the rear? You know, to prevent you from hitting the steering wheel. I'm surprised to see that none of the airbags went off in the front at all. It doesn't even look like any airbags went off. I don't honestly know how that's possible. I mean, that hit so hard back there. You would think they'd all go off. You know, I don't know. I'm not the airbag expert. I have no idea what would set. And I have seen vehicles from rear, you know, with just a rear ending, where their airbags just go off because they're trying to. Is that thing just rolling? I mean, they're trying to prevent the occupants from getting hurt. I would imagine, I can only imagine, they would all go off. But in this case, it looks like none of them went off at all. That's crazy to me, but then again, I would also not own a Kia Seltos, so. Wow. And I've never been rear-ended before, but It's like worst case scenario. And then I would wonder what hit them, you know? It's just rolling. Does that mean I can turn the wheel? Wow, that is amazing. Are they all rolling? No. Only one wheel isn't. Okay. Well, at least I'm lucky enough to be able to turn the steering wheel. It's got a mechanical brake. Yeah, that makes sense. And this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. It's another one that can roll on two wheels. Let me see how I just lifted the bed up there to get the rocks off that wheel back there. Yeah, generally, even though this is an all-wheel drive, it would roll on two wheels. If I'm guessing that wheel is bound up by the damage back there. That's good. I wonder how loose that stuff is back there. I'll check it all before I get out of here. I'm just gonna log up 2 of these before I go, and I'll finish out there. That way I get out of the yard here. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a rear ending this bad before. Can't get this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure that whoever the driver was, I'm sure they're, if they were even in it, you know. Well, yeah, let's get out of here and see what's loose, what's not. That way they can close up their pen if they need to. Banging is the exhaust in the back of this car is hanging. The thing is totally screwed up. I'm gonna pull in front of the toe-in spot here, and then I'm gonna fix the rear. Make sure it's all secured. So yeah, it looks pretty bad. Yeah, the truck, you know, it sounds fine, it drives fine. I mean, it drives brand new to me after the turbo actuator got replaced. But the problem, according to them, is the EGR cooler. I guess in these oh, it's hailing right now. Okay. I would have expected rain, but interesting. You got lots of blue in the sky, and then you got a little cloud up there that's just rain and hail. Okay. Anyway, they're saying the EGR cooler, yeah, you can see it's bound up there on the frame. The EGR cooler, I guess they all fail on the Cummins engines, which I actually wasn't aware of, but the mechanic who did the work on the truck was telling me all about it. I asked. He was saying that all the Cummins engines have the same failures, like this one, and for the cooler, it's got internal welds, I guess, that they just wear out, and they eventually have an issue. And I guess this one is one of them. And part of the issue is that, according to him anyway, is that because that weld is, you know, failed, it's allowing coolant to flow into the exhaust side of the cooler, because there's exhaust gases that run through the cooler and there's coolant. And I guess the exhaust gas portion of the cooler now has coolant running through with it as well, just a little tiny bit. And you know, I don't know how long that's been going on, because this truck has always had a little bit of coolant loss all the time, you know, ever since, even before I started working for this guy. So we think it's been happening probably forever, which is no way to know for sure, but hopefully me cleaning up some of the, because they said it's totally gunked up with soot, so hopefully me doing a little parts clean this weekend, taking the EGR valve off, which they also recommended a replacement for, taking the intake off and all that. I mean, it's definitely a lot cheaper to have me do it than have a shop do it. They wanted $7,400 on top of $3,000 for the actuator. It's quite a lot of money, so I totally understand why his boss doesn't want to do it. But yeah, I see how the stuff on the rear end is, just in case. Grab a strap. Huh, hail is now raining. Okay, interesting. Let's see here. That's gonna fly off or not. Sometimes these do, if they're just hanging by a thread. But that one actually looks okay. That's all right. Lift gate opens. There's, okay, rolls of toilet paper and paper towels on the back. Okay. Pretty amazing what occurred. What is that? Salt pellets. Let's see. I can get that to stay. The one strap is likely going to do it. Just gotta make sure none of this is gonna fly out of here. Food, toilet paper. This is sopped, so I don't think it's gonna go nowhere, but just in case. All right. So now, let's see here. This, all kinds of little plastic parts. I don't think any of those are gonna go anywhere as long as I put the strap low enough to catch. A lot of this loose stuff. It's probably a little more secure inside the car, like the jack here. Well, let's see here. Just gonna use my good judgment here. Check stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna have wind blowing through here, but see where I'm at here with a strap. I know this is plastic. It's not plastic, it's metal. Okay, that's what I'm going to use. Does this have that ring on it? Yeah, it does. It has a loop. Let's see. Does this go all the way through? No, it doesn't. Okay. It's gonna go there. This. I don't need to worry about the exhaust, but I could use it so it doesn't just bang around. That's what I'm gonna do. Keeps everything here closed. As long as that doesn't come off, which I don't think it will. Oh, it might. That's secure now. Probably not going to go anywhere. Okay, yeah, all this is going to come off in a bump. That's not. Okay. It's not going to open. They're talking about how they got hit. Don't be on your phone, folks. They're at a stoplight. Okay, it's good, it's good, it's good. No, that's really loose. What was that, just hanging by a thread?
How you doing, man?
Doing fine.
Man, think somebody was just sitting at a stoplight and kaboom?
It's quite the amazing amount of damage.
Huh?
It's an amazing amount of damage.
Yeah, hopefully there was no airbags.
I was saying, I'm surprised no airbags went off.
No airbags in it?
Nothing. I almost can't believe it. I mean, normally, even from a rear ending, you still see even the steering wheel airbag go off in case you're gonna fly forward and.
No airbags went off. That's strange, huh?
I mean, if there was someone sitting in there, you know, you're gonna hit the dash. I don't know. Pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah, he's saying that.
Because they were stopped?
He's saying the airbags go off at a certain speed, but I think, man, for safety, you think they'd go off from impact.
I've seen them go off before. Yeah, to protect the driver in the front. If there was someone, I imagine. I mean, it says impound, but that is quite the hit.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's quite.
Sometimes do you ever, after you look at this, sometimes you ever think you wish you were in another business and you really didn't know that this happened to people?
Well, I'm glad I'm just not doing the highway recovery stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with this. I love this. Because, you know, this is after the fact, and
Yeah, I hear you.
it's
yeah,
it's way after the fact in a lot of
we've had a
lot of
few
cases.
people that, man, that's sad.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they're all right if there was someone in there. Well, I'm gonna enter my stuff here, and then I'm gonna get going to the next one. It's a 2013 Sienna, so they said it's drivable, so it should work out good. I stopped once earlier to clean up parts and stuff that have fallen out of there. They got a bag back there that has some salt chunks in it, and it's wide open, and there's a roll of toilet paper falling down there. I mean, I haven't seen anything come off the bed, but at least this one's an easy pickup. It's a Sienna, and it runs and drives. It looks like my amber light cleared. That was on the truck, which is great. There's parts inside. Yeah. Keys. Which I'm gonna leave in here. Looks like they've got everything back there. Mechanical e-brake off. So, you know, I usually always pull that out about the same distance, and I'm always about the same amount off. Just a couple inches or so. It's funny. Studs on these wheels. I'm gonna have to mess with that car before I go. Keep myself out of trouble. or if I'm leaving debris in the road. So far I have not had one problem with that, so, but that's because I'm, you know, if I even suspect I might lose something, you know, off the bed, I'll correct it, at least the best way that I can anyway, by going through that stuff back there and some more. And if the roads were flat and perfect, you know, I'd probably have nothing to worry about, but yeah, they're far from that, so all kinds of bumps and stuff to knock things out of place back there, knock them out, you know, the door is open. It's open on the bottom. Go through here. That's probably the right distance. Do it. That's still really tight. Oh, get the light on. And then, note to self, don't wipe off something in front of your face while the wind is blowing towards you. See, lift gate is closed. Alright, this thing. Yeah, this came off. From where? I think it came off from the inside because I tugged on stuff right there. It must just be from these parts down here. I'm leaving that jack there because it's sitting on top of a bunch of stuff. It's heavy, so it's likely not gonna go nowhere. All these little tiny parts here. I mean, none of these have fallen out, but other stuff keeps finding its way out. Little plastic pieces. I think those are okay. They're in a little pocket right there. These have moved slightly. Yeah, see all this little stuff. And as long as it's in like a little pocket that I can fall into, it's likely not gonna go anywhere, but yeah, just in case. Oops. I think that'll do it. Can I pull this? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, hopefully that does it. That's still pretty tight. Okay. wheels are a little messed up here again. Get mine over where it makes sense. That's it. I wonder what that beep was. That doesn't sound right. I wonder if it's just because it's a van, but it just sounds like it's making a, like it's under a load or something, like it's a heavy vehicle. And yeah, the Toyota Sienna is not super light. Wouldn't think it would be that heavy to the hydraulics under that much. Well, what it sounds like anyway. Like it's under a lot of load. I mean, I can push my whole truck forward with the wheel lift and lift it up with the wheel lift, and it doesn't sound like that generally, so it's interesting. Going to Progressive. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes down. This one has no key and one wheel is locked. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it goes down easy. Man, at least know the front wheels are, well, I know they're rolling forward. I don't know if they're rolling backwards. But if they are rolling able to roll backwards, then it should come off without much issue at all. Even with that one wheel all messed up. Because I'm just going to drop it into the gravel and then walk the truck out from underneath it. I would go all the way, but with one wheel, well, you know, that rear wheel also might roll backward. Who knows? We'll see. It seems like it just got hit so hard that the transmission disconnected. This shouldn't roll forwards. Looks like Jay. Hey. Oh, it's not. Well, that rear wheel is not rolling, but the rest of them are. So that's good. Good to know. Yeah, I figured I could roll it right off. Like that. Yeah, nice. Then I'll stick e-brake on. I mean, if the e-brake even works, but if it does, great. I see, actually, the thing is, it shouldn't go anywhere. Sometimes you can do that with the chain and get both of them off. I have to straighten my wheels out a bit more though. Yeah, maybe not. Pretty fine. worked out good. And actually, it looks like somebody put it in neutral. That's why it's rolling. So, I just didn't notice. Caught up in the amount of damage here. Yeah, it looks like someone... Oh yeah, it's got a little bypass. Cool. Okay. Well, that's it for the day, unless something comes up. See y'all next one.